Hey, what's going on, family? What's going on, good people? It's your podcast mentor, Jonathan Jones. And today I was thinking and I said, I want to go live because we were out of town, but now we're back in town. So today I want to break down how me, how all of us, right? How we can make 5 figures fast. Okay? Want to break this down for us and want to take time to really dive in because I know with everything that's going on right now, they got the houses jumping up in cost, and people is either selling their house and then they're struggling to buy a new house or whatever it might be, right? You're in the creator economy, wherever you at right now, okay? And I know that people are tuning in, people are watching and all that good stuff. So I want you to share this with a friend, okay? Share this link with a friend. And also I want you to go ahead, smash that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube live so you get notified with every time that we go live and share content here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and dive in because I don't want to waste much time. But today I want to talk about this right here, okay? I want to talk about this right here. How these three things, right? When you get these three things in place, these things will help you be able to generate your first 5 figures. Okay, your first 5 figures. So that's not just like 1,000, but that's like 10,000. It's like 20,000. It's like 15,000. Those things. All right. So if you're with me, drop something in the chat box just so I know that you're here. So I know that you're rocking. I know that you're rolling. Because I want to get into this content. So the first thing that we cannot factor out, okay? The first thing we cannot factor out, and we need to be aware of this right here, because if we don't put this thing in place, then how are we getting people's attention who are saying, look at me, I'm interested, I want to know more about what you have. I want to know more about this class. I want to know more information. I want to be in the spot and I want to be in the place to where when you release this thing, I want to get access to it. So the first thing that we must get, we got to get a lead generation magnet. All right. And it's called a lead generation magnet because this is the thing that begins to pull people in. It's a magnet. This is the thing that when we drop this bait, this begins to attract people towards it, right? Because they say, that's interesting. They say, I would love to learn more. They take a step back and they say, wow, I'm a speaker and you're somebody who's going to show me 10 tips or 10 items that I can go down a checklist that I need to look at before I do an engagement. Oh, I need to check that out just in case I'm not doing one of the 10 things or all of the 10 things, right? So we need to have a lead generation magnet because when we have a lead generation magnet, we're beginning to put people on notice that we're in this industry and put them on notice that we have something of value to share. So that's the first thing. We need to make sure that we have something that begins to attract people who are in our sphere of influence, and then also making others aware this is what we're doing right now. Okay, you got that? So the first thing we need is a lead generation magnet. That's the first thing. But then after we have a lead generation magnet, we need to then find a way to make sure that these people are an ideal client. All right? Because the lead generation magnet gets people on your list, and you can have a list of 100 people, 1,000 people, 2,000, 5,000, 20,000, whatever amount you want to say. But if they're not your ideal client, they will not be as likely to spend money with you. They will not be as likely to take out their wallet and to swipe their card. And if they aren't willing to take out their wallet and swipe their card, it's one of two things. It's because they're not an ideal client, or if they are an ideal client, we need to use the language that reels them in, right? Just like what we were talking about before. We need to have a way to attract them, okay? So now that we got that, I want to let you all know, because for me personally, right? For me personally, I was in a spot to where I struggled I struggled to get people's attention because there was points and there was times to where I wasn't, I wasn't, okay, Desmond Jones, I see you. My man said he tuned in. He said he tuned in. Shout out to you, Desmond. Shout out to you. But there's a point in time to where I was not attracting the right people because of the language that I was using. I was using the wrong language. And if we use the wrong language, we're not going to bring in our ideal client. If we don't bring in our ideal client, then people aren't breaking bread. Anyway, so I want to share this with you all because this is stuff I learned, and this is stuff that I'm still learning and still tweaking and changing and doing different things because I want to work with speakers, coaches, and consultants who are generating revenue already. Okay. My ideal client is a speaker who is generating revenue already, but they say, I want to elevate my influence. I want to elevate my impact. I want to increase my authority. Okay. So that's number two. Anyway, but number three, right? The third thing that we need one offer. One offer. I know there's different people with different philosophies, different trains of thought and everything like that. They'll tell you all this stuff. They'll tell you you can do 5 different businesses, 12 different businesses. I mean, whatever. They'll tell you whatever. And that's fine. That's not what we're doing over here. That's not what we're doing over here, okay? One offer. We just need one offer. If you ask me, John, what's your business? What do you teach? Podcasting. John, but do you have a speaking program? You can get my speaking training within my podcasting program. But John, can you show me how to write a book? You can get that within my podcasting program. But John, how do I learn how to market the podcast? It's in my podcast program. How do I make money from my podcast? It's in my podcast program. Period. So, you only need one offer. And when you have one offer, it makes it an easy decision for the people who are, I'm going to go back to the second point, your ideal client. And then if they're your ideal client, then they're going to be the one that jumps on the lead magnet. A lot of people are going to get it just because it might be free or it might be a low cost. Might say, oh yeah, let me get that. And then they'll buy it or they'll cop it or whatever. However, you're going to convert a higher percentage of people who are going to get the lead magnet, period. Then after they get the lead magnet, then there's going to be fewer people who then you look at and you say, okay, this person isn't in my target audience, that person's not in my target audience, but this person is. So let's say 10 people signed up for the lead gen, and then 2 people might be ideal clients out of the 10. That's very realistic. So then when you get the opportunity to spend some time with these people, maybe you hop on a call, maybe you do a training, maybe you do some type of program, then you give them the offer and they say, that's for me, I'll take it. Cash me out, John. Cash me out, Desmond. So therefore, I just want to make sure that everybody is aware that if you want to be able to generate your revenue, you need to have a lead magnet, right? And for me, my lead magnet is this. You can get my free podcasting book where I walk through everything you need to know about starting your podcast, marketing your podcast, monetizing your podcast. It's all in here. You can get access to all this in here. And you can just go to the website, www.getpaidwithpodcasting.com/book. That's the offer I got for you. And just like it says in the title, the blueprint for speakers and coaches on how to start, manage, and monetize your podcast through products, programs, and services geared towards speakers and coaches. Okay? So family, that's what I have for you all today. Wanted to make sure that I hit on helping you with these 3 things that's going to help you generate your first 5 figures. And it's going to be a lead gen offer. It's going to be really niching down and honing in on who's your target audience. And then it's going to be hitting these people with an offer. If you never give somebody an opportunity to buy, they never can. All right? If you never give somebody an opportunity to buy, they never can and they never will. Family, we getting out of here. Happy International Podcasting Month. Today is the first day. Or wait, yeah, today is the first day. And family, until next time, if you have not, we got the Your Podcast Mentor Show. Tap into it on all audio platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast. But until next time, family, peace and God bless.